Cooper Marcher here. When his owner fell ill and was unable to care for him, Thomas was surrendered to a shelter. When he arrived at Baltimore County Animal Services, the staff immediately began seeking a rescue organization to take him in. Thomas was 26 years old. That's right, 26. Senior cats between the ages of 10 and 13 already have a difficult time finding homes, but at 26, the shelter realized Thomas's chances were limited. Knowing the medical issues that cats of that age frequently encounter, not many people are willing to take a cat of that age. Laura Cassidy, Animal Allies Rescue Foundation, foster parent, noticed a post about Thomas and was instantly attracted, especially because he was her age. She knew the senior would have a hard time finding anyone willing to take him and knew what she had to do. I was going through my news feed when I saw 26 and it stopped me in my tracks, Cassidy explained. I'd never heard of a cat that old. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision. I said I'd take him, and the next morning I took him. Cassidy, however, chose to keep Thomas instead of placing him for adoption. She didn't want him to have to wait for a home when he might not have much time left, so she decided to be his mom. And she will care for him for the remainder of his life. Thomas was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism and dental disease after being examined by a veterinarian and was placed on medication for both. Aside from that, Thomas is in excellent health for a cat his age, much to the surprise and happiness of his new family. It's probable he'd spent his whole life in his former house, and at 26 years old, leaving the only home you've ever known is a big issue. Cassidy, on the other hand, is overjoyed to have him and has already fallen in love with this charming old guy. She owns 4 cats and 2 foster cats, all much younger than Thomas, obviously, and he brings a calm energy to the already bustling household. Cassidy and her family have received an outpouring of love for taking in the adorable senior cat, along with comments, letters, and donations from people all wanting to support Thomas during his golden years. And they're completely overwhelmed by all the kindness, though Thomas himself is completely unfazed by it. Cassidy observed, "His one and only genuine love is food. I'm giving him as much food as he wants since he's 26 and he deserves it. He enjoys being petted and will occasionally play with toys, but this old man spends much of his time napping and eating." Cassidy has no clue how much time she'll have with Thomas, whether it's a month or a couple of years, but she's glad for the time they'll spend together and grateful that she and the AARF were able to save his life. "I feel like a regular person caught up in an exceptional situation," Cassidy explained. "In my opinion, I did what any person should have done. I saw an animal in need, and I knew I could help, so I did. Thank you, Cassidy. You're the best." Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.